Can you see my screen? Safe.
Yes, I can see it.
Can you get the questions in the group, please? Can you see my screen?
Okay.
Okay. I'll start here. Hello, best friends. Sorry for the delay. We had a problem with the internet connection here, and we start the presentation now. Today you make the first PES Day Ambassador training, and you share some points with you. The first one is the PES Day overview. The second one you talk about PES Day activities and PES membership benefits, PES Young Professional, and PES Women Power. Later, you talk about PES Student Congress and how to create PES student chapters. Finally, you talk about PES Technical Committee and Recurso Center. And you open to questions for everyone asking. The first topic is PES Day overview. The PES provides the world's largest forum for shared the latest technological development in electrical power industry. And now you have a question: why PES Day? In April 22, in 2008, and the Power Engineer Society changed its name to Power and Energy Society after final vote from PES membership. In 2008, the former PES president, Wanda Hider, made this announcement at the PES TNG. And we will celebrate this name change and the PES history in these important moments of the transition of the name of the society, PES, from Power Engineer Society to Power and Energy Society. This is the main point of the PES Day celebration. And the PES Day goal is to engage PES volunteers with PES history and 5 PES pillars of the power of more power to the future vision. And these 5 points of the more power to the future vision are: the first one is advancing global participation. The second one is education, the future workforce. The third one is industrial activity trends and standards leadership. And then finally, participating in the regulatory initiatives. And what is PES Day? The PES Day theme will be more power to the future. How to the PES members and IEEE members can deliver and bring more power to the future. This is the PES Day theme. We will have online course with PES Young Professional Continuing Education Program, also technical webinars, PES Day contests, and local activity with PES student chapters, PES professional chapters, PES Day ambassadors, PES young professional, and PES members volunteers. And what's the date? We will celebrate the PES Day in the 22nd of April. However, you have events across the world in the whole April month. So you can celebrate the PES Day in in all April month. And about the PES logo. The PES logo has a tower in front of the logo. This tower represents a number 1, and the global, the PES global in the logo represents the number 0. The logo represents 10 years of the PES name change. Finally, the PES Day 10 is writing in the bottom of the PES Day logo. Now, the second point. You move forward to talk about PES Day activities, and you have 4 main PES Day activities. The first one is webinars. You have some webinars in the 8th month. Also, you have a PES Young Professional Continuing Education Program. You have 4 webinars with the same topics to teach about to improve the members' skills. Webinars and PES Continuing Education Program is the online celebration. Also, you have the local events with PES volunteers across the world, and the main goal of the ambassadors are motivate and hold some local events in your IEEE units. Also, you have a PES Day contest that you publish on Facebook in few days. So you invite all to join with us to celebrate the first ever PES Day by organizing and participating in the activities at your student branch, section, chapters, affinity groups, and regions. How to mark your PES Day event? The web team are creating a new page, not new page, but a new tool to you all submit events in the PES Day event locator. Also, you have a PES Day ambassador locator. You have 2 maps to represent the ambassador across the world and the events across the world. In the next week, we will share this link with you all in the groups and by email, so you can promote and you can submit your events and other events in your country to celebrate PES Day. Ambassador Toolkit. You are free to use any t-shirt colors, and we recommend use white color, white logo, and darker colored t-shirt, and use the black logo on light colored t-shirt. You can check the Ambassador Toolkit in this link. Later you share this presentation with you. And this is the how toolkit. You have a banner, you have a poster, and you have flyers too. Also, you have a laptop skin and 6 versions of t-shirt. It's only suggestion. It's not mandatory. You only need to promote the PES logo and the idea of more power to the future. This is only point to this is only mandatory point in the PES Day. Share more power to the future vision and PES Day logo. This is only. Also, you share in the toolkit in few days some model of a presentation about PES benefits. So you have one standard presentation to promote PES Day and organize some events. The third point is PES membership benefits. Nowadays, we have more than 37,000 PES members and more than 420,000 IEEE members across with 39 IEEE societies and 230 professional chapters across 10 global regions. I'm talking only about PES. You have 10 regions. I believe that you know this part, but it's only to give it overview for everyone. You have the region 1 to 6 in US, region 7 in Canada, region 9 in Latin America, region 8 in Europe and Africa, and region 10 in Oceania, in Pacific and Asia. Also, we have some documents, some IEEE transactions, and also some PES magazine. This is one part of the PES benefits. Also, you have conference, meetings, and events. You have many opportunities to students get travel support to attend in different PES congress across the world. For example, in the TNG, PES you support with hotel. You give hotel support for students, and also in the TNG Latin America, PES you support with travel. You support with ticket flyer and registration for some students. And all of this selection process is based in the volunteer work and past IEEE positions, volunteer position in your student branch or PES student chapter or professional chapters. About education, you have PES research center that you can download and you can see again all of webinars and technical materials. You have tutorials, you have a learning model, you have a plain talk courses, and you have videos. Also, you have awards, and this is only one overview. And about the Scholarship Plus initiative. This initiative started in 2011, and PES provide scholarship to undergraduate students in US, Canada, Puerto Rico, and India too. And since 2011, PES provided 733 scholarship to 466 students across 147 universities. So is a good benefit too for PES members in this countries. Also, maybe you can apply to get a scholarship to study in these countries too. Also, you have a technical and 3 coordinating committees, and you have different 18 technical committees. For example, nuclear power engineer, and for example, electrical machinery, and many others that you can see and get more information in the PES website. 40%, more than 40% IEEE students are from PES. This is really important information because for professional and young professionals that work in the industry can get these standards for free. From PES. Also, PES and other society work with the IEEE standards grid, 13 society and standards associates working in this group. And this is one group to work and study and promote smart grid around the world. You can see the website here. Also, you have a IEEE smart village. You have many smart village application in Africa and India too, and you have some in the Pacific too. Ecuador, Haiti, and I believe that this is a really good opportunity to implement a solar power system for uh, some 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 communities. And PES provide financial support. You need to apply for this. You need to send the project, and maybe you can start promote this project in your country too. And also, you have now a smart grid portal and with collaboration across 14 partners society. This is all the societies: computer society, PES, uh, industrial application society, and communication society, and the other one, PELS. We have many societies work together to promote smart grid initiative. PES initiative are catalyzes to operate the grid better and research, development, and employ new technologies necessary to address grid complexity. So this is the main point. The PES work with education, PES support students, support professional members, and focus in the technical topics to develop and deliver uh, more power to the future. This is the main goal of the PES society, and this is the vision that you have the more power to the future, like as a PES data. The 31, the 41 is the PES young professional and PES women in power. Only one overview, and you start with women in power. This is really important because you have many we ambassadors, and maybe you can try organize some events with we and women in power too. This is one part of the PES that focus and empower women in the workforce. PS Women Power promotes diverse leadership by supporting job growth, professional networking, and women's education in energy industry. With goal is not only to increase the number of women in energy sector, but also to encourage women to get leadership position in the workforce and the other part of the community. And here is some example of the women in power activity in school. I have some example from Panama, and in the students and PES Women Power members visit some schools to promote and try motivate the girls to follow and engineers topics and engineer career. Also, we have PES Women in Power activity to support student branches and PES student chapters too. Here's some photos about talks. So maybe you can promote women in power in your student branch or your PES student chapters. This can be make your student branch and your PES student chapter strong. Also in your PES professional chapter and section 2. This is for all members. It's not only for students or for women. And also you have the technical events from the PES Women Power. This is some three example of events, technical talks. Also you have Congress that you in almost all the PES Congress you have some women in power activities. This is one example of the general meeting. Also, you in 2017 you had the first Women in Power conference that was promoting in Delhi, India. This is the photo, some photos. And this is a really important point. Women in power is not only for women. Like we, our IEEE and PES members can benefit with PES with Women in Power support for professional development, and everyone is invited to join us. So the main goal is to empower the women. However, our activities can promote and can share benefits for all IEEE members, professional members and professional students, and this is really important point. Now you talk about some points about PES young professionals. The PES have one group and one committee to hold events with young professional folks to PES members. This is PES young professional committee. And one of these activities is PES continuing education program. Yeah, in this PES continuing education program, you try attract more people from industry and make the members update with the top of the technology, the high level of the technology around the world. This is one example of the first local edition of the PES Young Professional Continuing Education Program with the title Energy Markets and Energy Trend. This is one local course with 5 sessions and 20 hours, 4 hours for each session. And this first event was holding in Region 9, Brazil, at Federal University of ABC. And in the PES day, you start make the PES Young Professional Continuing Education program in online version 2. You have a hands-on webinar on OpenGCC. This is one webinar series, and we will have four sessions: introduction to OpenGCC, OpenGCC graphic using interface, parallel processing with OpenGCC, and case study. The first session you'll be in the next 21st of April, and this is we will share the WebEx link in the groups and in the website and Facebook page too. The other good program of the PES Young Professional is PES Young Professional Milestelfs. And this program started last year and provide 3 Apple Watch. And to attend in this program, you need to make yourself with in some points of the world that the IEEE celebrate the history of the electrical power, and we will start the next contest, the next PES Young Professional contest in the next May. And here are some examples of the last years. To attend in this program, you need to take photos, take selfies in some points. You have the list of the points with the IEEE in some IEEE points. and you should share in the Facebook and Twitter, and submit all the points that you visit in the end of the contest. The third point is about young professional is technical events with the PES chapters, student chapters or professional chapters. Also, you have webinars, and you hold some events in PES Congress too. This is only one overview. We have many other activities for PES young professionals. So maybe you can hold one event in your section or in your student branch to promote WIP, Women in Power, and PES young professional too. And the next point is PES Student Congress. And you talk first about the first PES Student Congress. This Congress happened in Turkey in last 2014. And the Congress, this Congress is non-technical. This Congress have non-technical workshop, both technical and historical field trips, and have a sponsorship by domestic electrical company. In the PES Student Congress, you have a gala dinner and multicultural night. And in the first PES Student Congress, we had 40 students from 22 different countries. Here's some photos of the first PES Student Congress. And also we have technical lectures, poster sessions, gala dinner, and workshops. The important point is that the PES provide travel support and hotel support and registration support too for PES student members and PES student members from PES student chapters. And in 2016, you had the second PES Student Congress was held in August 14 to 18 in Kuala Lumpur. Also, we have the technical and non-technical field trips and sponsored by domestic electrical companies. You had 69 students from more than 20 different countries and 10 speakers from 5 countries. So each version you had the PES Student Congress become bigger and bigger. So in the first one you have 14 students, in the second one 69 students. There were gala dinner and multicultural night too. Here are some photos about the second student congress. Some benefits for students: expansion of professional networking, new technical knowledge, technical and non-technical field trips, chance to meet new people, see different traditions and cultures, share activities between different PES student chapters, career advance, new ideas and network. This is really important point because you had the idea of the one project, namely PES Network Without Border, starting the first PES Student Congress, and you hold many activities with different students and PS members and young professionals from different countries. For example, in 2017, you had a renewable energy in school project that you submit a project and get financial support to provide renewable energy kits to students, to PS from PS student chapters, and also many members of the PS Day are part of the PS Network Without Border, the PS Day idea, global idea, starting the PS Network Without Border project too, and creating new friendships, world without borders. The idea that we start to work together with people from different countries, like in the PS Day. And the important point is lots of fun too. In 2017, you had the PS Student Congress for US and Canada. This Congress was held in August 16 to 18 in Boston, Massachusetts. And in 2018, you have a third PS Student Congress, and this Congress you'll be held in Brazil, São Paulo, Brazil. And now you have an open call to students to submit and asking travel support to attend in the third PS Student Congress. This call will end in the end of April. And the next point is how to create PS Student chapters. Have many in the PS Day and in the PS Day Ambassador group, you have many student branch that don't have PS Student chapters, but you have many applications that people write that would like to create a new PS Student chapter. I believe that the PS Day is a really amazing opportunity to you motivate your students branch members and maybe create a new PS Student chapter to become part of the PS family and in the with some PS Student chapters too in your IT unit. And here's 5 steps to create your new PS student chapters. The first one, you need to find 6 IT students that would like to create a PS student chapters. Later, you can get a free PS student membership. You have a code to free PS membership for students. And after that, you can find 1 members or graduate student members as advisor. This is important that these members need be part of your university or your faculty. After that, you should send the online request to open your new PS student chapters, and more or less in 1 or 2 weeks or 3 weeks, and you can get answers. One point is that you need to nominate the interim share, PS student chapter share. You need to nominate 1 person, and later it's possible you create an election for the new PS student chapters. And after 1 or 2 weeks, you get your PS student chapter approved. So you can join the PS family and with your new PS student chapters. It's really easy. It's not difficult. And maybe you can create a new PS student chapter as part of the PS Day activity too. And PS student branch are around the world. You have a PS student chapter locator in this link. And it's possible you chose only student here or all the PS, all categories for PS chapters. And here you can see the map of the PES student chapters around the world. You have more than 300 PES student chapters, and it's really a big family. And in the PES day, you have, I believe, 85 PES student chapter ambassadors, and it's really amazing for the first version of PES day. And support and benefits for PES student chapters, startup funds. Each new PES student chapter receive $200 to start up fundo. So if you get approval, you can get $200 to start your activities. High performance student branch chapter program that provides from $200 to $500 based in your annual report. Also, you have the high performance student chapter award that provides $1,000 each year for the best annual report. And PES Student Branch Congress that PES provide travel support for students to attend in the Congress. And it's really important that in 2008 you have this Congress. The PES Student Branch Congress happened every 2 years. You had the first one in 2014, the second one in 2016, and now the third one in 2018. So really important opportunity. I hope meet you all in Brazil in the next third PES Congress. And PES support travel and registration fees to cost for one student form from each PES student chapters. All the benefits you can get in this link in the PES student resource, relevant education resource, education competition, member drive initiative. That's possible. You send the proposal to get approved, to hold to get financial approval, to hold some student activity or professional activity or young professional or women power activities. You need only be a PES member to send a proposal. Student chapters uh, and support at conference. PES Scholarship Plus initiative. You can access in this link. And the last one is the technical committee for professional and professional, and also the research center. You have, like I said, 18 technical committee that professional members and young professional can work. For example, in wind and power and many other committees. Also, you have the research center, like I said, that you can see and download technical reports, videos, tutorials, and many other research. And this is all, and I believe that I hope that you will have a great PES day with your support and support for PES students and members and young professionals and women power members from all the groups. This is all. You have a question? You can send message in the group, and maybe I can. If you have a question, you can send message in the group, and I can uh, reply your questions. Do you have any questions? We are reading uh, the groups now. If you have a question, you can send question in the groups. now it's really important the opportunity to ask a question, and maybe you can share all your question for everyone. This is now is only yeah. You record the YouTube, and this will share the YouTube link for you to see later. Just a second. This is only the first training. I hope in the next you can. This is only one overview. You have more training. Also, you try repeat this training because I know that you have a technical problem, and we're really sorry for that. You have a problem with the internet connection, and you you're really sorry for that. But like I said, you can see later in the YouTube, and you try making other technical training too. Oh, we have one question in the Telegram group from Jamie Cepeda. I want to know more details regarding the process for applying the student benefits. What kind of benefits do you want to know? Yeah, you share after the presentation. You share. Jamie, what kind of benefits do you want to know? You talk about the student congress, the PES scholarship plus initiative. We have different links for different benefits. I'm waiting more question here. I'm reading. Yeah, I have one question in the group of student ambassadors. Yes, you will share the link of the presentation later in the groups to you all and in the email too. So you can download the presentation or you can see again the video. Also, this is only a big overview. However, you have a focus presentation to PSD. You have a new presentation. Yeah, we have one question from Josué Morales. He asked, "Can you?" This is from Telegram group. Can you tell me us about chapter student congress in this year? Yes, the PS student the PS student congress you behold in August in Brazil, and now you have a link. I can share the link for you too in the groups that you ask some question. For example, ITP membership, past ITP position, relevant activities, and the PS board, you select the best application based in the best activities and in the volunteer works, PS volunteer work and the IEEE works. So it's really important you write the most important activity that you hold by IEEE or PS. For example, if you create a new PS chapter, we have opportunity to, because maybe you have a IEEE volunteer work in the past too. In the first and second PS student chapter, student congress, you had new PS student chapter that gets a scholarship to attend. However, everything depends of the number of application and the quality of your answer. Thank you, Philippe. I'll share the link now for Facebook in the groups. No, I'll share later. Let me see if you have more questions. We have one question from, I'm not sure, sorry if I cannot say your name correct. Nihel. We want to ask about WIG, Women Power Unit. Is found by creating a unit of shell procedures or just by joining? It's online. It's only online and activities. My advice to hold and make your student branch strong and your PS student chapter strong or PS professional chapter strong too is if you have a PS student chapter in your university, and also you have a women engineer group, a Finnish group, maybe you can try start to work together to promote women power activities. You get me? It's possible you make a joint event and you can increase women engineers activities and PS student chapter activities too. This is really important in the ITPE because all of activities, if you make a connection with the other groups, for example, if you make one activity with young professional, with student, and with women engineer or women power, when you try apply for one award or for one contest, you have more opportunity to get associates. Yeah, you publish the PS Day. You have other question from Josué in the Telegram group. You publish the PS Day contest in the next week. You finish some points of the rulers and you publish in the groups, in the Telegram group, WhatsApp group, and the Facebook. You start the campaign in the middle of the next week. Let me see now if you have more question here. I'm reading here. If you have questions after pages. I have one question here from Juan. I cannot hear the whole name of the WhatsApp group, but this is message from student student ambassadors group. Just a second. After create the student chapter, is it necessary to create statutes? Yeah, it's a good practice to create statutes, but it's not mandatory. I believe if you create statutes, maybe you can have more opportunity to get success in the next years. Because if you think you are creating the student chapter now, but maybe you can give the directions for the next members that you can after you. This is a good point for statutes. The other question is, Sandra, we should be in the Telegram group also, or their WhatsApp is enough? Yeah, you make communication in all groups. The only difference that you have three groups for in the WhatsApp. One for student branch, and PS student chapters. The second one for section ambassadors and PES professional chapters ambassadors. And the third one is for young professional and women engineer or women in power ambassadors. In the Telegram group, you can communicate with everyone. This is only different. You can increase your network better. It's impossible you put all the members in only one group, WhatsApp group, because we have limits of members in the WhatsApp group, technical limits. So you can choose if you'd like to join or not in the Telegram group. Yeah, this is the idea. Telegram group is the second option for everyone get your communication. Yeah, I have one question here from I read the question. Can you? This is from a student. Can you tell me about industrial application site and PES joint chapters? And the joint chapters, it's possible you create joint chapters too with any society and with any number of societies. Normally, the PES professional chapters or the section chapters or the student chapter create joint chapters because don't have enough members to create one chapter. For example, if you would like to create one industrial application society and PES society chapters, you can and you don't and you cannot found uh, 6 students. Maybe you can create one joint chapter with 3 students from computer society or three students for industrial application society and other 3 students for PES society. This is only pointing. Animation here, so you have. Let me see. You have other question here. What's reporting processes for PES Day? How should it be formats and should we send it to? The safe is the how much safe is the PES Day ambassador. He will share this point with you later, and the report format for ambassador and PES Day event too. And the next question is, what's the no, just this question. More one question here. We have a question from the Telegram group. Can women engineer representative who are highlights involved in PES activity take part of PES student congress? And like I said, maybe you can send a message for in the in the in the website or in the Facebook page for the third PES student congress. In the registration, said that one member from each PES student chapter can you be selected based in the report. If you have one woman engineer representative that is part of PES student chapter, maybe can apply. This is the point. This member only you need only to apply for the travel support. You should be part of one PES student chapter. You should be a student and have a good history of the IEEE volunteer work. This is for all students, but you have some rules. Yeah, you have one question from Marianne in the Telegram group. Is there a special submit process for ambassadors? You had a call for ambassadors that you are select. I didn't get your question. Yeah. You talk about PES Day ambassador, Marvin. Let me see if you have more questions. If you don't have, you can end the train. Let me see here. No. To talk about events ambassador, PES Student Congress ambassador. You don't have a Congress ambassador. Yeah. The PES Day, ambassador leaders you publishing in the groups. You don't have the formats yet. She asked about the formats of the submission for the report. Yeah, you have one question here from Hafidi. For any unavoidable circumstance, could we organize and celebrate PES Day in our student branch at later day? You can celebrate PES Day until the end of April, in any day. You can choose. Do you have more questions? So I believe that you should end because the time. And sorry again for the later time because the technical problems. And you recorded this presentation in the YouTube, and you share the link with you all, and later you share the presentation too, PowerPoint presentation. And thank you all, and thank you for the PES volunteer. And I hope you have a great and amazing PES day with all the PES family across the world. Thank you all. Have a nice day.